Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request from Movie Guide 2005. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough, movie review, re-review, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for cocaine crabs from outer space. Yeah, I didn't know this film existed as well. I don't remember if this film is 2022 or 2023. I could literally I give zero fucks on when it was made. I wish it was made in the year of never. I don't know if this is true, but apparently it took 2 years to make this. If that's the case, what a waste of fucking time. So many other stuff you could do with 2 years of your life. To make this off and on? A movie that I guarantee you most people watching this have never heard of the film, never seen the film, probably will never see the film. What a waste of time. And this is one of those movies that's like, the director said, oh, I was in the shower one day and I was thinking of this funny idea, and so let's do it. No, you weren't, dude. I think it was 2022 because in 2023 I think you had Cocaine Bear. What you did was you heard, oh god, they're making a movie called Cocaine Bear. Wait a minute. If I could get a film done for cheap and get it out there before it, because I'm going to film it. I know you say you took 2 years to make. I don't even know if I buy that. Because this barely looks like it took 2 minutes to make. So, I mean, I call shenanigans on a lot of this shit. I do. If it seems more like you heard Cocaine Bear was being made, give me 2 weeks. Give me a bunch of people who can't ask for shit. We'll make this with some plastic crabs and some other bullshit. We'll make it in 2 weeks, edit it in 2 days, put it out there. So people are thinking of Cocaine Bear coming out. Oh, they're searching. Oh, cocaine crabs. Let's see this movie. Because if it really did, but here's why I say that. Because you'll go, well, you're wrong. You're wrong. If I'm wrong, if this guy really came up with an idea in a shower, and then took 2 years to make this, that's even more sad. At least the other idea would be, okay, he's trying to capitalize, and that could be a good business, possible good business decision. Because it's like when they did those, people did those mockbusters when there was Pacific Rim, and then there'd be Atlantic Rim at the video store. There's Transformers, then at the video store there'd be Transmorphers. Alien vs. Predator, then there was Alien vs. Hunter. Like, they would do these movies. But yeah, if that's not the case, then man. And look at all this. Cocaine werewolf, cocaine roach, cocaine shark, cocaine cougar, raccoon. Jesus Christ. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Anyway, the plot of the film is, it's one of those films that's, the comedy of it is how cheap it looks. It looks like someone took a YouTube video, the same production quality, if that, And crabs, they're an alien race. They're just these cheap plastic. That's the joke, is how cheap they look. And two of them go to Earth in a ship that looks like a crab and is shot very, very cheaply, and that's supposed to be the joke with how cheap it looks. And their universal translator is broken, so when they talk, you just see subtitles, and they go, "Man, it nearly gave my spacesuit a big old number 2." Cue the laugh track. Oh shit, there's nothing there. I know some reviews said, "Oh, this is funny." Yeah, you laugh more at a funeral than this movie. Because, I mean, there are films I can enjoy that are badly made. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Samurai Cop. I mean, the thing is, first off, some of them didn't do it on purpose. That's what makes it funnier. When someone's like purposely trying to make a bad film, like Catnado, to me it's just obnoxious. I've always said it like this way. Imagine, as wrong as it is to laugh about this, if you watch a video on YouTube or something, and a person, they accidentally slip, and you know they're not hurt, but it's an accident, you kind of laugh about it. I know it's not right to do it, but then someone goes and purposely slip, it's not nearly as funny. And that's what it is with this stuff. So a lot of times when they move, it's either, imagine this is the crab. Well, okay, the crab, like they have some extension, and you cut before the hand is seen. Or you just see the string, like if it's multiple crabs, there's this string that they put, that they kind of pull, and they go like that. And they roll over to this frat house, which is literally just a house with a little banner. These two broskies force feed these two crabs cocaine. And it cuts to like some bad Adobe effects with some plastic eyeballs they put on, and they're going like up and down. And then now, because they're on cocaine, they start killing people. They go up and slice the neck. They cut middle fingers off. This is one of those movies that has a lot of stop music. I don't know how you describe it. There's the one stop music like, but it's supposed to be like a horrifying piece of music. I don't even know how they're doing it. So, one or two other people get killed, and you have this detective. This detective looks like, kind of like an American version of Lucio Fulci. Have you ever seen Lucio Fulci with the beard and stuff? He kind of looks like him. Because he does kind of look like Lucio Fulci. Because, okay, I'll put that way. You see Lucio Fulci there. So then let me show you the director. Because he also plays the lead detective, and just like everybody else, he can't act for shit. So he's a detective, and he's looking into the case, and he believes his crabs. No one else believes him. And there he is. So yeah, kind of looks like an American Lucio Fulci. Yeah, Chuck McD. Which I don't even know what else this guy has done. I'm sure nothing worth a shit. A Knife in the Dark. Yeah, He did this after this. That film probably sucks too. Like, this poster is better than the movie, I'll say that. It has more higher production value than the movie. See, that's my problem also with these low budget films. I remember back to the day with low budget filmmaking, it would be films like The Evil Dead, The Deadly Spawn, even. You know, these would be the low budget films. Bad Taste. Where they really, like, yeah, it's a low budget, but they really went for the jugular and they really tried to be good films. And, you know, there's a sense of humor in some of them, yes, of course, but they still look like films. Here, they look like YouTube reject projects with this cheap digital, bad sound. There's even the bit where the detective, the director, the detective, he goes to this guy where he admits that he stole the victim's underwear. Oh, it's very silky. During their conversation, it was a very windy day, and you could tell it's a very windy day because you could hear on the microphone. Now listen, if this is like a goofy thing you want to do for YouTube and something, that's fine. But you're selling this and charging people to rent this, to pay money for it. So the other cops don't believe him. So he goes to find an expert. There's a store called Pet a Hut. God, atrocious acting by everybody. The lady is fucking horrible, who's the expert. They talk to each other. The acting just fucking bargain basement dog shit. They try to have jokes like, "You're making fun of my vocabulary." That was someone haunting, and maybe it's the fucking director pissed at me. Oh well, I'm gonna keep going anyway. Fuck it. The crabs kill a few other people. There's one guy where he does this, and then on the ground, Play-Doh of eyes and nose fall down. I guess to make it seem as if his ears and eyes and nose were cut off. You can tell it's all made of Play-Doh. There's a bit where the two plastic crabs do coke, and then they get in the van, and then it rocks. They'll go like 10 minutes later, rocking. 29 minutes later, rocking. 3 hours later, it stays. And I'm sitting there going, it's going to rock again, isn't it? And it does, it rocks again. Because they're fucking. And then there's a lot of babies that pop out, so it'll cut to like a row of crabs pulled by a string coming out. And then the other crabs in the corner, and they're just throwing plastic crabs. Then it cuts back to one's coming out, and then they're throwing more plastic crabs at the corner, and then more. It just keeps going and going and going. Even at 80-some minutes, this was a fucking slog to sit through. And it's one of those movies that every 15 minutes it wants to remind you, it's ridiculous, ain't it? This is a ridiculous movie. This is a silly movie, ain't it? These are the point where the two characters are driving. Yeah, this is pretty weird, huh? Yep. Yeah, it's stupid. And it's not fucking funny. There's a bit where the plastic crabs, there's a montage where they start killing people, and so there's a cake for a little baby, and the cake says, "Congrats on quitting smoking." And the plastic crab comes out, and the title, there's text that goes, "Crab cake. Do you get it? In case you don't, we're going to put in text, crab cake." Or there's a guy playing basketball, and he goes up, and the plastic crabs are on him. Or someone's running, and they get on her face. There's a bit where the crabs get into a theater and there's other plastic crabs trying to do like a circus act, and they use the music in the Hall of the Mountain King. That's the music that as these crabs are trying to do a circus act, which is just again just you know what? If they actually use like stop motion and stuff, that could be maybe fun in a goofy, charming way. It's not. It's just a waste of fucking time. There's a bit where two leads go to the radio station and try to tell people what's going on. They need cocaine, so they let out this guy who's the cocaine king, who wants his scepter and robe, so they give it to him. He gives him this like long bag of coke, and then he goes away. Our two leads put on these crab costumes and just sprinkle cocaine, and the crabs follow them as cheap as can be. The lady stomps a few of them, smashes a few of them. At one point, the two leads are in this area, and there's the two main crabs, and the detective uses his air compressor, and it blows all the cocaine out of their ass, and now they're normal. So the one crab does it to its mate, and it blows cocaine out of their ass. And then they look at the other baby crabs, and they do this kind of thing, and the crabs die with this cheap Adobe explosion that they just superimpose on top of it. I should have started the review with this, because this is the kind of movie it is. It ends with, I don't know, 10 people asking the two crabs, who now the Universal Translator's working. And when they talk, you know when Conan O'Brien would have like the Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever, and you have like a picture, but then you put like a human mouth talk like this? So you have like the still picture, but then they put like the human mouth here. Other places did that, but I always think of when Conan O'Brien. I didn't have like a picture of Arnold and stuff on there. They do that, like the crabs when they talk. There's like human lips superimposed. So they ask, "Why did you come here?" And the answer, "We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty." That's the big joke that they end the movie on. That, and then two lobsters arrive and they're looking for meth. This has a 4.1. That's too high. I just don't find this shit funny. I don't. I don't find this shit funny. It's awful jokes, awful acting, cheap $5 production value, which is meant to be the joke. But there's nothing clever about it. It was hard to sit through. I appreciate low budget filmmaking like The Deadly Spawn or other films. Even it could be considered slow, but there's a film called The Strangeness, which I did like. And like that stuff I appreciate more, because I really feel like there's ambition here. It overstayed its welcome. I just thought the whole thing was fucking stupid. This is meant to be stupid. Because, again, the movie literally reminds you every 15 minutes how stupid it is. I'm like, you're right, it is stupid. It is ridiculous. And I'm sorry, I don't like films that literally they call it, it's like Back to the Day. I don't like, for There are always exceptions. There's always exceptions to anything. But for the most part, I don't like shot on video stuff back to the day, as I call it, shot on shitio. This stuff is a new era of that. Shot on shitio. What would it be called? It was shot on shitidal instead of digital. Shitidal. Shot on shitidal. There you go. I'm gonna coin that phrase. Shot on shitidal. This is the shot on shitidal. This, Catnado, these other films, shot on shitidal, where it looks like I've seen YouTube videos look better than this. I say it's like a YouTube. No, I've seen YouTube videos that look better than this. Where anyone who's got a fucking camera or a fucking phone think that they can make a goddamn movie, and they can't. It's like that one fucking movie, Attack of the Blurry Finger. I'll say it. This is better because that film was just. That's an insult to call that even a film. This, at least you say, okay, well, they had a bunch of plastic crabs and they tried to make jokes and they tried to do stuff, and this is just kind of like a bad skit that I thought went on for way too long. But I kind of get what they're doing, but it's like, oh, whatever, dude. But anyway, it ain't for me. Thanks for watching. Take care. I don't know what else to say about this. All you have to do is look at the trailer. That's all you have to do, and you'll see what kind of film it is. If you're into those, some are into it. The very trashy, cheap, meant to be purposely stupid, goofy stuff. Be my guest. I just don't find charm with this. It just, all I see is bad acting, cringe jokes, lousy production. Again, if this was like a goofy YouTube video that went on for 15 minutes, okay. But for a full-length film, even at, 80-some minutes, it felt just overlong. And yeah. Yeah. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.